The global protein bar market is approaching $20 billion, but most protein bars out there are pure slop. Today, we're gonna look at some of the top brands and some brands that claim to be healthy. We're gonna show you the best option for a protein bar at the end of this video. Now, we should be clear on what the goal is with a protein bar. A protein bar should be convenient, affordable, on-the-go food. Real food is king. Eating real food is just better than a protein bar. Steak, chicken, wild-caught fish, pasture-raised eggs, all the foods that I talk about so much on this channel and I love, and combining that with your fruits, some veggies, some healthy carbs. That's really the foundation of a good diet. But someone like myself, I'm busy, I'm always on the go, I'm in my car, I'm in an airplane, whatever, and I need a healthy protein bar. Now let's dive into what they push as good options for a protein bar. The most popular protein bar over the last year is the David bar. Now, why it became so popular is because they use this like modified plant fat, like a weird modified seed oil. You don't really digest it. This allows them to get that mouthfeel of fat, but at a low calorie. 150 calories per bar, 28 grams of protein. This thing feels weird, sticky. Now we have to analyze the protein in these bars. Every protein bar is gonna have a source of protein, and there are better ones and worse ones. In here we have milk protein isolate, collagen, whey protein concentrate, and egg white. So not a horrible mix of protein, but the issue I have comes with the next ingredients. They have a binding system, which is maltitol, allulose, glycerin, which can be seed oil derived, soluble corn fiber, soy lecithin, which is just soy fat. Their fat system is where you see that modified plant fat. This ingredient EPG is something that they have basically trademarked, so other companies can't use it, which is pretty crazy because as much as I hate on the David bar, they have developed something that can make it really low calorie. And while I think for active people, you can play with calories a bit more, there's actually people that have like medical issues that could benefit from this EPG fat. And this company is like owning it and not allowing it like into people like in hospitals and shit. It's pretty crazy, but we'll move past that, I guess. And now let's go into their flavor system. Starts out cool with some unsweetened chocolate, some Dutch processed cocoa powder. Oh, great. But then you hit it with the artificial flavor and one of my arch nemesis, sucralose. Sucralose, as I've discussed before, lowers your acidophilus in your gut. It is not good for you. And they throw in another artificial sweetener, acesulfame potassium. David bars come in at about $3.29. That is what we bought it for. I'm gonna give the David bar a 3 out of 10. So some of these I'm gonna try today. I will not try this. I will not eat this. This is garbage. I don't eat sucralose. I don't eat modified plant fat. No, thank you. Next, we're gonna speed run some of these just slop bars. MetRx, 32 grams of protein, 410 calories. A laundry list of ingredients, guys. We're not even gonna get into all of them. You got your soy protein. You have multiple different types of seed oils, sugar, canola oil, corn syrup. This shit is awful. This has 25 grams of sugar in here. 1 out of 10. Ghost Energy Protein Bar, or I guess just Ghost Protein Bar. 270 calories, 20 grams of protein. You have milk protein isolate and whey protein concentrate. And then you have your canola oil in here. You have sugar, you have sorbitol, you have carrageenan, which can disrupt your gut. And it's owned by General Mills. And it contains bioengineered food ingredients. Guys, no. 1 out of 10. Hershey's, 1 out of 10. Do we even need to do that? Built Blue Raz Sour Puff. Just for fun, I'm gonna look at the ingredients in here. It's just sugar and collagen and sunflower fat and more sugar. No! 0 out of 10. All right, let's look into Barebells because I see these popping up everywhere and people seem to genuinely like these. 200 calories per serving, 20 grams of protein. And while these ratios are important, I think calories are an important metric. If you are an active human being, you should really be looking into food quality, satiety, and what is actually in the food that you are eating. If you're an active human being, this little 40, 50 calorie difference is not that big of a deal if the product you are eating is higher quality. So let's look into what's in here. We have a milk protein blend, calcium caseinate, whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, collagen, and then we have maltitol, polydextrose, which is basically sugar. We have soy protein isolate in there as well. The reason why so many of these protein bar brands blend all these different types of protein in there is to reduce their cost. Whey protein is king. It is very expensive. Grass-fed collagen is also expensive. We haven't seen one bar with that. And companies want to use soy protein, stuff like milk protein concentrate to reduce their cost. You have sunflower oil in here, and you have sucralose. So Barebells, it gets a 3 out of 10. Quest bars are very popular. In here, you see 200 calories, 20 grams of protein. Let's look at the ingredients. Another protein blend of milk protein isolate, whey protein isolate. Now you have erythritol in here, which you probably heard me talk about. I'm not a big fan of. You have that corn fiber. You have sucralose. You have sunflower and soy lecithin, which are just soy and sunflower fat. Again, not really ideal, especially from a gut health perspective. 3 out of 10. All right, those are driving me crazy. Let's look at some that are apparently healthy. We bought them at the healthy store. Power Crunch. I think this is Robert Irvine. He's like a fitness older dude. 13 grams of protein. Okay, you see some hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. So that's cool. But then you see, oh my God, bro. Enriched wheat flour. You have wheat flour in here. Why? You have sugar. Canola oil again. With some of these companies, it's like, why even use the natural flavor if you're gonna use sugar and canola oil? Like, just at that point, just use artificial flavor. 220 calories, 13 grams of protein. This is absolute garbage, bro. 1 out of 10. And it just broke when I did that. All right, let's look at this Aloha bar. Aloha Aina. This is Hawaiian, bruh. USDA organic, non-GMO, 14 grams of protein. Let's see what's in here. 220 calories, 14 grams of protein. Okay. You see a plant-based protein blend. Brown rice protein, pumpkin seed protein, more sunflower seeds. You have sunflower oil, oats. You have brown sugar. So not really a fan of a lot of the sweeteners that they use in there. And that plant protein blend is not as good as whey protein, grass-fed collagen, or of course the protein you would get from eating real food. I think these are kind of expensive too. I think these are above $3 per bar. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Okay, high hopes for this one. Bulletproof Protein Crisp Bar. Dave Asprey is an interesting guy, but he's a legend in the space. Let's see. 170 calories, 11 grams of protein. That's not at what point can we not call it a protein bar? Some of these have 8 grams, bro. Like, what is that, a protein bar at that point? Oh God. Pea Protein Crisps. They also have erythritol. Not a big fan. They don't have seed oils. They have coconut oil. They have some prebiotic tapioca fiber, which can be beneficial for your gut. So I would give this a slightly better rating, but what happened, Dave Asprey? You sell out? I thought you didn't like pea protein, bro. I know Dave Asprey's out there probably at his mansion eating whey protein isolate. What happened? So overall, I'm gonna give that let's give it a 6 out of 10. Truvani. Okay, we see real ingredients, unreal taste on the back. Almonds, dates, maple syrup, cocoa, cow nibs, and sea salt. That's actually pretty cool, but 230 calories, 7 grams of protein. Brother, this isn't a protein bar. This is actually like a decent, like in addition to a protein bar, but this isn't like a protein bar. The protein in here is just from the nuts. My cameraman's like, where do you get it from? Yeah, it's just, that's why it's 7 grams, not a lot. It's just like dates and nuts together. It's like a decent like carb source vibe, but not really a protein bar. 5 out of 10. RX bars. What I like about RX bars is they show the ingredients right there. 190 calories, 12 grams of protein. Let's see what's like really in here though. You got dates, egg whites, almonds, cashews, vanilla beans, sea salt, natural flavors. So pretty clean ingredient roster, but again, not that much protein. The protein comes from egg whites, which isn't a big deal, but if you eat egg whites every single day, you can develop a biotin deficiency. You want to make sure you're getting those egg yolks or biotin-rich foods. Not the end of the world. For most people, they're not going to eat enough of these to have that be an issue. Let's try it out. Yeah, this is not that good. But for the accessibility of RX bars, they're like everywhere now. And like popularizing a more simple ingredient protein bar, I'll give them some credit. So let's give it a 6.5 out of 10. All right, let's check out this GoMacro bar. I don't even know if they like claim to be a protein bar, but they were in the protein bar section. It says organic, gluten-free. First ingredient is brown rice syrup, so just sugar. You have oats in here. Sunflower oil, more sunflower oil. So yeah, this is 4 grams of protein. So I don't whatever. Okay, let's get into a real protein bar. We designed the best protein bar ever. Number 1, it's affordable. I'm not saying there's not other good options out there, but once you start paying above $4.50 for a protein bar, what are we doing? Like there's some protein bars out there that are legit $5 to $7 per bar. In my opinion, I think that's dumb. Let's look at the ingredients in our Santa Cruz Paleo protein bar. For the vanilla, we have 240 calories and we have 20 grams of protein. Now the protein source is coming from grass-fed whey protein and grass-fed collagen. There are really cool studies showing that when athletes ingest a mixture of whey and collagen, it benefits their muscle growth. And there are many cool studies on supplementing collagen protein, helping with everything from injury repair to skin health to gut health. The next ingredient is chicory root inulin. Chicory root inulin has robust research for helping with your gut microbiome. You have bacteria in your gut, and chicory root inulin feeds those beneficial bacteria, leading to a healthier gut microbiome, which improves your skin health, your brain health, and helps prevent against colon cancer, which is rising amongst youth. Next, we have a few almonds. This is going to provide vitamin E, which many people are lacking in. Next, we have wildflower honey as the sweetener. Honey is amazing. It's expensive. That's why you don't see it in many bars. And for the fat, we don't use seed oils. We use beef tallow. Beef tallow is a healthy fat that's been consumed forever. It is very stable. It does not oxidize easily. And in the vanilla, we have vanilla bean powder. Vanilla bean actually has many studies for being anti-inflammatory, and it's another expensive ingredient that we choose to include in here. For the peanut butter, it's pretty much the same as the vanilla, except we have real peanut butter in there. And the chocolate, which we just dropped, is really cool. We went with this really high quality cocoa powder, which gives it this like brownie-like texture and taste. This with a glass of raw milk is absolutely amazing. Some cocoa nibs in there as well, which is gonna give you some magnesium and copper. And for the sweetener on this one, we threw in a little bit of maple syrup. Maple syrup provides manganese, but it also just gives this amazing flavor. Let's crack these open and try them out. These sit around $3 per bar, which makes them affordable because a protein bar should be a snack that you can afford. Let's crack open the chocolate first. Oh yeah. You see the cacao nibs right there. And when you break this thing open, it's absolutely amazing. It just gives me brownie vibes. Let's try it out. That's so good. Next up, we have peanut butter. This is Austin's favorite right here. This reminds me of like a delicious peanut butter cookie. So good. You can smell the peanut butter right when you crack it open. It's like when I used to sneak into that peanut butter jar and take a scoop of that. I was probably eating sugar and seed oils like when I was, young. It smells like that Skippy's delicious peanut butter, but it's actually nutrient dense. Oh my God, that is so good. The peanut butter and honey just hit you and it's absolutely delicious. And now the classic vanilla, absolutely amazing. It smells so good. People say it smells like a graham cracker, I feel you. And you can see the actual real vanilla bean in there. The vanilla bean is delicious, it's classic, and you're getting those benefits from vanilla bean. Absolutely delicious, 10 out of 10. So if you're going to have a protein bar, get something that's affordable, has real food ingredients, has a good mixture of protein and actually benefits you and your gut health. You can get ours on Amazon or our website. We have 10 packs available, santacruzpaleo.com, or type in Santa Cruz Paleo into Amazon. They make an amazing on-the-go snack. I bring them with me traveling. I have some in my car. I just left a knee physical therapy appointment and I was driving here and had a chocolate protein bar ready for me. They've been helping me gain muscle, maintain good gut health, have good skin health, and they're more affordable than the other premium options out there. And like I said at the beginning of this video, real food first. If you're not dialing in the basics of eating real food, getting good sleep, getting good exercise, then you shouldn't be looking into stuff that supplements a good diet like a protein bar. Let me know any other protein bars you want me to review, any you have questions about. As always, like and subscribe because I help you get healthy and locked in. I love y'all. Tap in with you soon. Peace.